Hello everyone, welcome to this week's channeling. It will be with the Arcturians, and I was kind of being guided as I was tuning in to ask or set the intention for these channelings, especially for this month, to really support us during the end of the year in terms of like all of the holidays that we have coming up, depending on whatever you celebrate. There can be a lot that comes up, especially for us sensitive souls, navigating in a world that is predominantly not as aware. So I'll see what comes through today, but that's kind of my intention for this month, so that we really get support during what can feel so contrasting within our holiday season. What I'm hearing even right now is like we're being invited to be more of the creators than the consumers than ever before. So take that also as you will. But yeah, let's see what they have in store for us this week. We are the Arcturians. We're very grateful to be here with you at this time. We can sense that for many of you, your shadow self has been coming up more and more, and it is challenging for you to understand that the shadow of yourself is not something to deem wrong or to feel ashamed of. You have been conditioned to believe that the darkness is unsafe, that the darkness is where your soul is not existing. But what we want to bring to your perspective is that the darkness, just like within your night and day light, is the other side of yourself, that coin that is that wholeness. And your shadow brings you more illumination through your deeper connection to it and the understanding that you allow. There will always be more to uncover within yourselves because you are such deep, expansive, multidimensional beings. And the parts of you that are feeling unsure of your expansion, unsure of your uniqueness, are actually just trying to keep you safe and to bring you more love within that polarity of frequency. And you could see that for all of the collective frequencies, if you will. We're not here to impose that viewpoint on you in any way. We are also here to just hold you with where you're at, whatever standpoint you have upon the darkness in general. Yes, there are a lot of nefarious darknesses, but also within that, if you go deep below the surface, there is still just something longing for more love and more acceptance, more that is needing to be taken care of, more of yourself that needs that nourishment to allow yourself to switch in to that wholeness frame of mind. So we actually have light language to help you within the contrast of the shadow, the contrast also within the fear possibly of your own light. We see for many of you there is also both of that consistently in your systems. You are also programmed to be afraid of success because it comes with X, Y, and Z, or that many who are successful, what you consider successful, then have other problems or polarities, or it's unsustainable, whatever your relationship to success or even your soul's shining brightness. We are here to help you find some neutrality within your fellow human as well, and the fellow frequencies of your collective consciousness. The goal isn't to obliterate contrast or to constantly always be neutral either, because you will not grow as much if you were just to stay in a neutral place. There is the need for the ebb and the flow, as you know. So these light language codes will help bring in neutrality when you need to see neutrality in general. So it is up to you to discern when to use these codes, or where in your life you can feel into that could use some more neutrality for yourself. Dorikina shokorakina a. Borakina arakino uko shina arikino ukorakina aya ukorokodokodokodokodo. Okadokodo moshina arakina arakuno shino orakino ukorakini ititi. You can also use these codes when you're feeling too far on one end of the spectrum. It can help you bring in less of that contrast within your soul's self, within your human structure. Okarakino orakina aya. Barakina arakino orakino oshini orakina ashayo kono mata. Moya karakino oko rakina mashokodo ukada. We're also sensing that this is what happens to your human anatomy. There is contrast, and it is hard to find harmony. It is hard to find neutrality within the body's functioning. Orakina a okarakaya toto. So we're helping detox your system of the extremes, of the polarities, to find more ease in your system. Okarakana arakino uku. Sending love to all aspects. Arakina a. Breathing into your being. Orakino shoyoko mayakina arakino shini okoyamokoya shina a. Barakino okarakino oshini ita. Okadamashini okorakini iti. Dokorobokorakina ashokorakina okarakina okorikini. Barakiana shokorakino ukodo ukada shino yakini itititi. These codes will also help to manifest more alchemy in your system, in your life, in your state of consciousness. Arakina okorakina. Ayakorakada kiena orkino ukorakino bokashini okorikina arikomashini ita. Borkino mokayashina arkina arkomakiata. Amakarakino gokashina arakino ukada. Nada korakina mashino korakina ayashamayakina ta. Bokorakina arakino ukorakini ititi. Naya korakina aya ukorakini ititi. Orakina nai. Repairing the balance in your heart center. Orakiniti. Breathing into your hearts now. Borkina shorikina karakina aya orakiniti. Mayakina arakino oshina yakuya mashina arakina asha kuashi. Borkina shikoya shina aya shoyokoya shini iti. Arakata. Speaking to your tissue, to your muscle, to your bones, to your blood. Arakino ukuku. Amarakina shiokoya shiokorakina a. Ana yokoya shino orkimo shini atutu. Borakina shani okorakina ayashino koya shikoya kianata. Okaya shini akorakina oku. Borakina yashoyokoya shiokoya shiashi. Ni no yonani totodo shoyoko yashina arakino omaya niaki. Borakina ayakototo. Speaking to your brain, to your subconscious. Okayashini orakoyashino toa. Borakina ayashino oyashino u. Kayatito rakima shayoko ishayamakoya koi arakino kota. No korakatakodo, speaking to your lymphatic system. Speaking to your nervous system. Clear, 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 clear. Bukarakinata. Taking another deep breath here. Kieshino rakina yatuto yaniti. Bukarakina shokodokodo, shokodokodo, shokodokodo. Shama rakina ashi. Shama rakiana ayokorakina ishano koyati. Oh, shakarakina a. Borakina a. What we speak of in these light codes is to remind your soul and your human vessel of what sovereignty truly is. The neutrality of existing within the sovereignty of understanding that all is necessary, all is neither good nor bad, that it is frequency. You are frequency, living in energy, the quantum space. And as you allow yourself to integrate more sovereignty, the polarities will make more sense for their state of existence, and they will feel less daunting or extreme in a way. The state of sovereignty will help you to navigate for your soul's highest good, and to also understand that your mission or your soul purpose can be summed down into that state of sovereignty, whatever that looks like for you or what you are feeling from these codes. It is allowing yourself to trust yourself more, to also be grateful for the contrast that gives you so many perspectives and so many options of what to co-create with, what to manifest, what to be in alignment with, and what feels good in your alignment in that way, or what feels out of alignment. We want you to see more and more of your sensitivities as a superpower, as a way of navigating the world, a way of showing up in whatever way that needs to be for you from every moment to moment basis. And we are trying to help with every transmission that we do with this channeler to help you feel less tied down to the past and less fearful of the future, so that you can find a sovereign state of being even in the contrast of those polarities in and of itself, beyond even just the difference that those frequencies hold for you. That you can be grateful more for the past and more hopeful for the future, more in a state of joy, more in a state of ease within your body, your mind, and your spirit. We're here to also help balance more of that masculine and feminine energy of within you, so that you can receive and give from the highest states of being, and to also then move and create from that intentional soul sparked place of living. Borakina shokorakina ukorakina yeshito kodakda shokodoto. Marakina shokodo ashina ayakina a. Borakino shoyokorakinita goriana korakinio korakina a. Sharakoi shinio koramokai shina o. Nayashikorakiano o. Borakina ayashokorakina o. Norakina shokodamashiti. Borakina shiti atoto. Borakina shoyokoyashiano o rakina aya okoyashiti. All of you are being heavily grounded and upgraded simultaneously through these codes, through your willingness to receive, through your willingness to deeper your understanding and deepen the way that you relate to yourself, to your journey to the collective consciousness. So we thank you because you are all conduits for these higher forms of consciousness, these higher states of awareness, so that it can become more normalized on earth, more normalized within the human vessel, and that less contrast can be harmful in a way we want to say. We even feel that that is what many of your human vessels go through, this attack of polarities that cause dis-ease in the body, the mind, the emotions, the stagnation of frequency that causes the body to respond in a way of causing your health to decline, in that way of frequency polarity, we could call it. So we want to congratulate you again on being open to these frequencies, and even if they may not logically make sense at this time, we hope that you can feel what we are saying and allow your soul to receive for your highest good for all involved. We are the Arcturians. Until we speak again. Whew. Hello, everyone. I keep hearing drink lots of water. So if that resonates, take that along. I think because those codes were so deeply into our system that flushing it out with water is really good for us right now. Yeah, I hope that was supportive in some way for you today, for this week. Yeah. It's funny that sovereignty came up because obviously that's the name of my business and my oracle deck, and that has been something that has guided me to show up in this way, in these forms of channelings and things that if I hadn't gained any type of sovereignty, I would be too afraid to show up in this way, to be honest. So, and of course, I'm always reaching for more sovereignty and just honoring everything and being grateful for it all. And yeah, I hope these codes really supported you, especially if there's a lot going on physically in your system and needing some rebalancing, right? And I even kept hearing, we can also set the intention that these codes can go to people in our lives that need them. They don't even necessarily need to hear them, but we can, through our free will, send them these frequencies of balancing and love to help their bodies. Maybe you know someone who has a lot of nervous system dysregulation, like a lot of anxiety, or someone that is struggling with other imbalances in the body and they could use support. So just sending with the intention of you listening and receiving, that you can send these to other people. And I'm realizing now, setting the intention to send this to the collective consciousness and just to help those that are suffering and that need some balancing within their contrast that can help them even in the physical, right? Beautiful. Oh, thank you all so much. I really appreciate every one of you, and I love all your comments, and I feel all your energy so deeply, and it's an honor to connect, even though we may not have spoken before or whatever. We're all doing a lot, even when we don't feel like we're doing anything, if that makes sense. So thank you for being here, and yeah, I'm so honored and grateful. Yeah, if you feel guided to have your own channeling session, those are available, and I can channel whatever being you feel guided to, and you just let me know in the description when you're signing up for your session. And yeah, if you want to do a healing session together where we work on what imbalances may be up for you and your awareness, and how to really harness your energy, harness your abilities and your power to make them feel more like superpowers and less of a weakness or something that feels more debilitating. So if you feel guided to that, we can work together. And yeah, I love you all so much. I'll see you next week for next week's channeling, and then they'll have the oracle reading this week, and I'll be sending out my podcast this week. So I've been guided to do it every other week. And yeah, I've just been working through all the things, as we all are, right? So I hope you enjoy all the other content that comes out this week. And please also let me know if you have any topics you'd like to be channeled for the rest of the year. I will be taking suggestions for whatever you feel called to, and I think it'll help all of us on that collective scale too. So please write in the comments below if you have any suggestions for topics you'd like to have for channelings for the future weeks, and we'll get those in. So exciting. All right. Bye, everybody.